You say you want it. You say you've got goals. You say you're chasing success. But here's the truth. You're not obsessed with it. Not yet. Because if you were, you wouldn't be showing up only when it's easy. You wouldn't be making excuses. You wouldn't be giving half the effort and expecting full results. Success doesn't care about the interested. It belongs to the obsessed. The ones who live it, breathe it, sacrifice for it, bleed for it. The ones who wake up with fire in their chest and refuse to accept anything less than greatness. These are the people who don't settle. They don't wait for permission. They don't back down when it gets tough. They lean in. So if you're tired of feeling stuck, tired of watching others rise while you stay in the same place, then hear this. This is your wake-up call. Because if you're not locked in, if you're not fully committed, if you're not obsessed with reaching the top, you won't make it. From this moment forward, it's all or nothing. No more halfway. No more talking. It's time to move, to build, to earn it. Interest gets you started. Obsession keeps you going. Let's get one thing straight. Interest is cute. It's fun. It's light. It feels good in the beginning. You get excited, you make a plan, you watch a few hype videos and start telling people, I'm going to change my life. For a week? Sure. For a month? Maybe. But when life punches you in the mouth, when the excitement wears off and the pressure kicks in, interest folds. Interest hits snooze. Interest disappears. That's why most people never make it, because they relied on interest. They depended on motivation, and the second it got uncomfortable, they ran. But obsession, that's a different beast. Obsession doesn't care how you feel. Obsession doesn't need a mood, a playlist, or a perfect morning routine. Obsession doesn't beg for motivation. It creates movement. It's not about wanting to be great. It's about refusing to be average. When you're obsessed, you have purpose. You don't wake up looking for comfort. You wake up to conquer. You look at your dreams like a battlefield. And every damn day you're showing up to go to war. You don't say, I'll try. You say, I will. You don't say, maybe tomorrow. You say, if not now, then when? When you're obsessed, you don't need applause. You don't need a crowd. You're not chasing likes. You're chasing legacy. This isn't about attention. It's about domination. It's about building something so real, so solid that nothing can shake it. Not doubt, not failure, not fear. Because when you're obsessed, those things don't break you. They feed you. You get addicted to growth, addicted to progress, addicted to putting in the work when nobody's watching. You become the kind of person who stops apologizing for being intense, who doesn't dumb it down or shrink back to make others comfortable. You're not built for average. You're not wired for mediocrity. You're not here to blend in. You're here to take over. And that requires sacrifice, sacrificing comfort, sacrificing distractions, sacrificing anything that slows you down or softens your edge. You say no to the party, no to the easy way out, no to wasting time with people who don't have the guts to chase their own potential, because you've said yes to your future. You've said yes to the man you're becoming. This isn't a phase. This isn't a temporary grind. This isn't some half-hearted project. This is war, and you're the one swinging the sword. Obsession means you don't just want it, you need it. It's in your blood. It's in your bones. It's in your breath when you wake up and in your silence before you sleep. You're not doing this for applause. You're doing this because it's who you are now. You don't try to win. You expect it. You don't hope to improve. You demand it from yourself. Because success isn't a bonus. It's not an extra. It's not a luxury. It's your responsibility. It's your life's work. And you're going to show the world exactly what happens when a man stops being interested and becomes obsessed. Obsession isn't loud. It's not standing on a stage screaming your goals to the world. It's not motivational quotes, fancy planners, or posting your grind on social media. It's not for show. Obsession is quiet. It's silent discipline when the world is asleep. It's focus so sharp, so unshakable, that even time starts to bend to your will. It's locking in when nobody's cheering, when the room is empty, when no one is texting you, calling you, or checking on your progress. It's showing up every single day when your body aches, your mind is tired, and your heart is screaming for comfort, and you still choose discipline over dopamine. That's obsession. It's staying late when everyone else has packed up and gone home. It's waking up before the sun, getting those extra reps in, rewriting the plan at 2 a.m., and still being the first one ready to go the next morning. It's not glamorous, it's gritty, it's raw, it's real. It's sacrificing comfort for greatness. It's being the one who doesn't skip the hard part, the one who doesn't need an audience, the one who's building in the dark while everyone else is sleeping in soft beds and chasing temporary pleasure. Obsession isn't for the interested, it's for the possessed, the ones who don't need permission, motivation, or applause. You want to know what real obsession looks like? It's studying when everyone's partying. It's training while others scroll. It's doing the hard things when they stop being exciting. It's the ability to stay locked in after the hype wears off, because the hype always wears off. When the fire dies down, obsession is what keeps you moving. It's doing the work without whining, grinding without complaining, failing, adjusting, and attacking again without flinching. While others are asking, is it worth it? You're already too deep in. You're not thinking about quitting, you're thinking about how to evolve, how to dominate, how to leave no doubt. You're not chasing validation, you're chasing greatness. And greatness doesn't respond to the casual, the curious, or the comfortable. It answers to the obsessed. You have to be obsessed with becoming the man you said you'd be, obsessed with growth, so much that comfort feels like a threat, obsessed with discipline, so much that laziness disgusts you, obsessed with that vision in your head that nobody else can see, but you know it's real. Let them laugh. Let them doubt you. Let them think you're crazy, because what they call crazy today, they'll call legendary tomorrow. The world doesn't hand success to the motivated. It doesn't give trophies to the ones who kind of wanted it. It belongs to the relentless, the warriors, the ones who show up when no one's watching and still go all in. So if you're tired, good. If it hurts, good. If it feels lonely, perfect. You're on the right path, because this is what obsession really looks like. And if you can handle that, there's nothing you can't take, nothing you can't build, nothing you can't become. You have to outwork the world. No one's coming to save you. No one's giving you a damn thing. You want it? Then go take it. And the only way you do that is to outwork every single person who even thinks about wanting the same thing. Let's get one thing straight. Talent is nothing without effort. Intelligence, useless if you're lazy. Desire, pointless if you're not doing the work. The grind doesn't care how gifted you are. The grind respects results. And the world, it's cold. It's cruel. It's not fair. And it doesn't owe you anything. You get exactly what you put in. Nothing more, nothing less. Right now, some guy is waking up before you, running harder than you, lifting heavier than you, studying longer than you, outworking you. He's skipping the parties. He's ignoring distractions. He's locked in. While you're scrolling your phone, he's building his future. And when the moment comes, he's going to take what you thought was yours. Not because he was better, but because he was obsessed. And that word, obsession, that's the difference between the ones who talk and the ones who dominate. You don't have to compare yourself to anyone, but you do have to outwork everyone and be obsessed with the grind. You want the life? Cool. You better want the sacrifice more. You better want the pain, the lonely nights, the early mornings, the repetition, the brutal, thankless work, because the spotlight you're dreaming of, that moment, that feeling, it's earned when no one's watching, when it's dark, when you're dead tired, when no one believes in you. That's where champions are made. This isn't about finding balance. This isn't about self-care and taking breaks. This is war. And in war, you either show up ready to bleed, or you go home and cry about it. You want to separate yourself from the average? Outwork them. You want to shut the mouths of every doubter, every hater, every excuse maker? Show up and outwork them, because nobody's going to hand you anything. Nobody cares about your feelings. Nobody's writing your story for you. You think champions feel motivated every day? Hell no. They feel disciplined. They feel focused. They feel unbreakable because they built that rep by rep, day by day. You keep saying you want to win. You keep posting quotes saying, I'm built different. Cool story. But here's the truth. You're not built different until you move different, until you sacrifice different, until you work different, until you're in the gym after everyone's left, still studying when everyone else gave up, still pushing when it burns like hell. That's what makes you different. So what's it going to be? Are you going to be the guy with potential who did nothing, or the savage who never stopped? Because someday soon, someone's going to get what you wanted, and it'll be the guy who trained harder, focused longer, sacrificed more, refused to quit. And you'll look in the mirror and realize you could have had it, but you didn't earn it. So here's the play. Lock in, go dark, get ruthless, get obsessed, and don't come up for air until you've earned everything you said you wanted. No excuses, no backup plan, no half-assed effort. Outwork the world or get outworked. Those are your only two options. Let's be real. If you're still trying to succeed, you've already lost. Because success doesn't come to guys who try sometimes. It comes to men who've made it their way of life. Men who don't just work hard, they are hard. Men who don't chase motivation, they've replaced it with something stronger. Identity. See, it's one thing to want results. It's another thing to wake up every morning feeling like you're not alive unless you're building something. That's obsession. That's power. That's what separates a man with a dream from a man on a mission. You want to win? Make progress part of your DNA. Make discipline a non-negotiable. Make success feel like oxygen. Like if you're not improving, you're suffocating. Because once you become the kind of man who needs to level up, you stop quitting. You stop making excuses. You stop waiting for the right time. You create it. Here's the truth. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your identity. If you don't see yourself as a winner, you'll sabotage yourself every time. You'll make just enough progress to feel good, then stop. But if you flip the switch, if you build your identity around hunger, drive, and obsession, you don't need reminders. You don't need permission. You don't need hype. You just go. Because now it's not about trying. It's about living. Discipline becomes natural. Grinding becomes normal. Sacrificing becomes automatic. Why? Because it's who you are now. You don't force yourself to work anymore. You crave it. You need it. And you don't compare yourself to anyone else because you're too locked in on building your own path. Other people post. You work. Other people talk. You show results. Other people slow down. You press harder. That's the power of identity. It keeps you locked in. It keeps you dangerous. You don't need applause anymore. You don't need approval. You don't need anyone to say, good job. Because once you become obsessed with your own growth, you stop caring about validation. You don't chase followers. You don't care if they laugh. You don't explain yourself to anyone. You just execute day in, day out. Look, there are two types of men in this world, the ones who pretend to want it and the ones who live like there's no other option. Which one are you? If you're the first, you'll keep quitting. You'll keep restarting. You'll keep watching other people pass you, but if you're the second, you become a machine, a storm, a problem the world can't ignore. You'll stop breaking down when life gets tough, and you'll start getting stronger every time it does. That's identity. It's when people ask, how does he stay so consistent? How does he never miss? How does he stay focused? And the answer is simple. It's just who I am now. You're not doing this for likes. You're not doing it for status. You're doing it because there's a man in your head you haven't met yet, and you will meet him, no matter how long it takes. You're doing it because you've decided this is the only path you'll walk. No more bouncing between motivation and laziness. No more on and off. No more average. You want it? Then prove it every single day. No more acting like the man you want to be. It's time to become him. So stop looking for the secret. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop begging the world to give you confidence. Instead, build it through effort, through pain, through repetition, through silence. Because when it's your identity, you don't need hype. You don't need eyes on you. You don't even need results right away. You just stay locked in, you outlast, you evolve, and then one day, the world looks up and says, where the hell did this guy come from? You didn't come out of nowhere, you built yourself in the dark. This is your identity now, not a hobby, not a mood, not a vibe, a lifestyle. This is how winners are made. This is how legacies are built. This is how ordinary boys become men the world remembers. So choose today. Either keep pretending or make it who you are. Because once it becomes your identity, you become unstoppable. No backup plan, no exit door. Just a man on a mission. So don't just want it. Be obsessed with it. Let it consume you. Let it sharpen you. Let it rebuild your habits, your mindset, your lifestyle from the ground up. Because in this life, you don't get what you kind of want. You get what you refuse to live without. Success? It ain't for the lukewarm. It's for the ones who wake up on fire. So if you're still here, drop the word relentless in the comments. Let me know you're built different. Let me know you watched all the way through. And hey, if this hits something deep, like the video, subscribe if you're chasing greatness. And share this with someone who needs to hear it. We're not just dreaming out here, we're doing.